You just witnessed the astonishing spectacle of destruction that befell London yesterday. Not by powder and shot, but by an explosive tide of fermented ale. And the once mighty Meux Company Brewery on Tottenham Court Road now lies in ruins. A titan of industry, whose greatest asset became his greatest catastrophe, we spoke with the proprietor, Sir Henry Meux.
It is a devastating, unforeseen calamity. We pride ourselves on the scale and quality of our operation. Our grand fermenting vat, it was a marvel of modern engineering, holding, well, a substantial quantity. An industrial triumph. This was simply a structural anomaly. Unpredictable. 8 people died, and now I'll have to find 8 new workers. A terrible nuisance.
A nuisance for Sir Henry, but for the families of the dead, it is a lifetime of heartbreak. In the face of such cold arithmetic, the people of St. Giles are asking a simple question. Will there be justice? We spoke to Hannah Goodwin. Her husband, Daniel, a cooper at the brewery itself, was among the dead.
Justice. Sir Henry owns the brewery, the pub, and the roof over our heads. I have to tell my little ones their father is gone forever because a vat wasn't billed proper. Who speaks for us when a lord's purse is weighed against a worker's life?
We returned to Sir Henry Meux. We asked what steps he would be taking to ensure this type of accident didn't happen again, and what provisions would be made for the widows of his lost workers and for their orphan children.
Provisions? The provision is that this brewery must run. Production is paramount. My duty is to my investors, not to every sentimental tale on the street. As for the Goodwin woman, it is a sad affair, but that tenement is brewery property. I require it for the new co-opper I'm hiring. She'll have to vacate by the end of the week. The business, you understand, must continue.
The business continues, and the law, it seems, agrees. The coroner's inquest has already returned its verdict. Accidental death. The flood has been deemed an act of God. Sir Henry Meux and his brewery will face no trial, pay no reparations. For the Goodwin family, there was no divine intervention, only the grim finality of a pauper's grave. Hannah buried her husband Daniel on a cold London morning, with nothing to offer but her grief. She was now a widow, soon to be homeless, facing a world with no safety net and no mercy. We asked Sir Henry if he had any final words for the widow of his loyal employee, now that she faced eviction.
Words? Yes. Tell her to be quick about leaving, or I'll be forced to send bailiffs to see it done. Time is money, and I've already engaged a replacement for her husband. I always thought he was an indolent fellow in any case. Life goes on.
This is the reality of our modern age, a time when iron vats are built ever larger with little thought to their strength, when profit is the sole measure of progress, and when the lives of the working poor are weighed and found wanting. While the initial deluge was swift, the aftermath brought a different kind of torment. The streets of St. Giles, once bustling with life, became a treacherous mire of sticky porter, shattered timber, and the debris of broken homes. The task of reclamation fell not to fine gentlemen, but to the tireless, weary hands of the working folk. Day and night, through the grim London fog, men shoveled, carted, and toiled. There is no justice in St. Giles today, only the lingering smell of porter and the bitter taste of progress. As for Hannah Goodwin, the future offered no reprieve. Stripped of her home and livelihood, she and her children found their final sanctuary in the grim halls of the parish workhouse. A stark, cold reminder that in this industrious age, for the poor, life goes on, but rarely gets better.